Welcome, people of the World Wide Web. So it's Cypher Sigma Toys here, and it's the weekend, or it's almost the weekend. It's a Friday or Friday evening when this video will go out. So it is another collection video. So last week, I believe, we went through the in-action figures from Clerks. So it is Biker Mice from Mars. So anybody who doesn't know, this was a 1990s animated TV series which had a toy range, and it was kind of to go on a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Street Sharks theme. They were animals that were turned into humans, and this is like space mice who came to Earth, and they were fighting these evil kind of fish people who were there to take all the oil and all the minerals and stuff from the planet. This then got rebooted, I think, in the early 2000s, and then there is a new toy line that has just come out. I believe there is a new TV series that will go along with it. So it's kind of making a resurgence 30 odd years after it was released. Obviously, it's about three brothers. So this is my collection of figures and toys that I have from that collection. So let's get into it. So here we have it. It is toy time. So we will start off with the bad guys first. So this is Lawrence Limburger. He is the main kind of protagonist bad guy of it. He should come with a mask, but I don't have that. You can see that's how much I paid for him because I'm a Muppet and kept the sticker on him. Anyway, I should remove that. Didn't even realise it was on it. But yeah, this is him. Not much articulation to these figures. Obviously, the arms do move. The head is fixed in place, and so is the feet. So we shall put him on here. So yeah, as I've said, this is he's a fish creature. Obviously, he's in disguise, and that was kind of part of the feature of these toys, that they would have the kind of masks that could go over. So that is Lawrence Limburger without mask. I will get it sometime. Then we have the other fish character. This is Napoleon Brie. So this is kind of a punk rock looking figure. He has more articulation, as you can see, so the arms can move, and so can the waist, and so does the head. So we'll bring it around to look. So the head can move, and the arms and something. So this was a figure a little bit later in the line, a little bit harder to get hold of fully clothed. I got this very cheap, I believe the NEC. So then we have the mad scientist Dr. Carbuncle with his kind of cybernetic heart plant. He does have a bit of wear on his hand, and we shall see if he will stand straight. Obviously, due to the cable and that, he is a little top heavy. No, he does not want to stand. As you can see, there is very little articulation apart from the arms and that, and the head, and I don't think I'm going to be able to get him to stand without holding him. Apologies. So yeah, so that is figure. And there you go. You see, £4, quite cheap. See, I did get him in a pack with his little mutant psychic Fred the alien that does have his head should pop, brain should pop out there with a little feature like that. And then you see his tentacle and his kind of mishmash mutant parts. So with his tail, he does stand. So that is quite handy. Which goes to that's little Fred the mutant. Do a little 360 there. Not too bad. Then we go for the other main bad guy. This is Grease Pit. So this is kind of the human bodyguard or kind of bouncer type person. As you can see, he's called Grease Pit, and he's covered with all dirty marks, so most of this is meant to be there. He can come with some accessories. There are a few, as you see, marks where he has been played with. Obviously, he is a 30-year-old toy, and obviously did go to a good home. Then we have Electro Mag, if I've got his name right. He is kind of an alien bounty hunter. I'm surprised he stands like that. There are a lot of accessories that come with him, like a gun and the backpack that he is missing, unfortunately, but good to have him in the collection with the tentacles. So now we have got the bad guys out of the way, we have the good guys. So I will do their bike version first. This is Mojo. So here's kind of the muscle of the good guys. This is him and his bike, more or less complete as far as I can tell. Obviously, he does have the cybernetic hand there. And then we have the figure itself, as they had bouncy antennas, so you could stick the helmet's on, so we shall take that off. And obviously quite a lot of articulation on this compared to the other figures. And there he is, obviously quite a tall figure as well. Let's use the tail as much as we can to make him stand, if possible. There we go. So let's get that 360 in. And he's drunk. Anyway, you saw most of him. So that is Modo. Then we have Throttle, the leader of the team, on his bike. So riding style, his bike again, I believe it is mostly complete, a little bit of dust and dirt there. There may have been a pipe or that come out the back. Sometimes they do have some like buttons and that do stuff. Obviously, because the parts aren't there, he doesn't really do anything. And then obviously he has his mask. We take the mask off and there's his antennas. And let's see if this guy will stand. There we go. He stands a little bit better, maybe just to how he's distributed over. But still a cool figure to have him. Quite good condition. Obviously not many marks, a few little scratches on his knee pads. But in good working order. Then the final character is Vinny on his bike. He looks a bit drunk. Probably the hardest bike to get hold of, complete and stuff, and you will see. I'll show you the feature first. I did have a poor one. Someone sold me the bike, I think, for about 20 quid, so an absolute bargain. And then if you press this button here, obviously the gun pops out. Then, like the others, you take the mask off and you have the bouncy antenna. Again, a lot of articulation, so let's see if Vinny will stand. In a kind of shaking your hand. And that is the final figure in the Biker Master. I do have weapons, so I do have this crowbar that goes to Vin and this gun that goes to the kind of assassin. But that is everything in my collection. Hopefully you've enjoyed this little in-depth video. Did you like Biker Master and Mars figures? Did you have any? Let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, I've been Cypher Sigma Toys, and this is the collection video for this week.